Very good evening, everyone. Today we are going to study Preamble. It is written like this: We, the people of India, having solemnly resolved to constitute India into a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic and to secure to all its citizens justice, social, economic, and political liberty of thought, expression, belief, faith, and worship, equality of status and of opportunity, and to promote among them all fraternity, assuring the dignity of the individual and the unity and integrity of the nation. In our Constituent Assembly, this 26th day of November 1949, do hereby adopt, enact, and give to ourselves this Constitution. This preamble tells us a lot of things. So, from where the idea of preamble came? One might think the idea of preamble came from US. US was the first country to write preamble. So, we took the idea and term from US. There are some provisions or terms in preamble like justice, equality, liberty and equality, fraternity. From where we took all this? We took them from friends. The idea of equality, fraternity and liberty. Equality, liberty and fraternity तो हमने फ्रांस से लिया. From where we took the idea of justice? The idea of justice was taken from USSR, which is now Russia. Is there anything else which we took from some other country in relation to preamble? Yes, there is. We took the language of preamble from Australia. This preambles starts with we the people of India. Who are we the people? We the people are the source of authority. We give the government the authority to run the country. What is the nature of our state? It is sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic. What is a sovereign state? A sovereign state is the one which is internally supreme and externally free. It basically means that there is no other country which can tell us what to do and what not to do. We are uncontrolled within our own sphere. We are free to conduct our own affair, internal or external. Socialist. India is a socialist country. What is our basic aim as a socialist country? It is to eliminate inequalities, equitable distribution of income and maximization of production. How is India socialism is different? It is not only Marx socialism, but it is a blend of Marxism and Gandhian socialism, which is leaning heavily towards Gandhian socialism. India is democratic socialism, a mixed economy, and not only a socialist economy. Secular. Indian state is a secular state, though it does not follow the negative connotation of secularism, but follows the positive connotation of secularism. It means that though we do not have an official religion, there is no official religion of India, like India is a Hindu country, like the Middle East countries are, they are Islamic countries, but India is not a Hindu or Islamic country. And it means that our state will not discriminate between citizens on the basis of religion. We have some examples in the Constitution itself, like Article 14, Article 15, Article 16, and there are elaborate provisions related to religion in under Article 25 to 30. What does democratic mean? Democratic means that our government is elected. And our government is elected. We, the people of India, elect people for Lok Sabha. The Lok Sabha MPs are elected directly by us, and the Rajya Sabha MPs are elected by the people of State Legislative Assembly, which in turn are elected by us. Republic. India is a republic. Republic means head of state is elected. Who is our head of state? It is president. So our president is elected. In countries like UK, who have their head as king, which is not elected but hereditary. Justice. Our constitution provides for justice, which is social, economic, and political. The social and economic justice together are known as distributive justice. This is one thing you should keep in mind for exam. It can be asked in exam. What is a distributive justice? There are provisions in the constitution for justice as well, like for social justice, there are DPSPs. For economic justice, there are DPSP. For political justice, fundamental rights, universal adult franchise, right to vote to everyone. What else is distributive justice apart from it's a blend of social and economic? It essentially means distribution of resources in just manner. Like resources shall be distributed in a just manner. Liberty. Liberty of thought, expression, belief, faith, and worship. You should remember this thing in the sequence. It can be asked in exam. Liberty here has two connotations. One is positive, the other one is negative. Positive connotation states that there should be liberty, means like the state should provide opportunities for the development of its citizens. And the negative liberty means there is absence of restraints, like state should not restrict us from doing things which we should be doing. Equality of status and of opportunity. There should be adequate opportunity, and there should not be any special privileges for any special people. Fraternity. It means a feeling of brotherhood, assuring the dignity of the individual. Fraternity cannot be installed unless there is dignity of each of its members. If we do not respect other people, then how we are supposed to maintain fraternity? And the unity and integrity of nation, it is important because our country is a diverse country. There are people of diverse cultures, diverse religions. So unity and integrity becomes important. This date, 26th day of November 1949, is the date for adoption and enactment of our constitution. What else we need to learn about preamble? Is preamble a part of constitution? There are various Supreme Court judgments for this part. Supreme Court for the first time took this question in Berubari Union case of 1960. Supreme Court said that it is a key to the minds of makers of the constitution, and where the articles are ambiguous, some assistance from preamble can be taken, but it is not a part of the constitution. But Supreme Court changed its judgment in the case one and the Bharati case, very famous case. I hope you all have heard of this case. Supreme Court in this judgment said that Constitution should be read in the lights of the grounds in the grand and noble visions expressed in the preamble. There are some visions expressed in the preamble like justice, equality, liberty, and our constitution should be read keeping in mind that visions. And it said that preamble is a part of constitution, which was reaffirmed in LIC 1995 case. Supreme Court also said about preamble in Indira Gandhi versus Raj Narayan. Okay, Supreme Court said that preamble is neither a source of power nor a prohibition upon legislation. It means that it's not only the preamble which indicates you to do some things. So basically, what is the gist of all these judgments? It means that preamble is a part, yes, but its provisions are non-justiciable. If the idea of justice is violated, you cannot go to the Supreme Court by saying that the idea of justice which is mentioned in the preamble is violated, so I want justice for this. No, if the idea is also there in any other part of the Constitution, then you can go to the Supreme Court and get justice for this. There are some parts in the preamble which are a part of Constitution, like the objectives of the preamble, which are a part of basic structure. And the provisions of the preamble has no effect independently. Like the provision has an effect, but if they are combined with any other provision of the Constitution, not independently. So, can preamble be amended? Yes, it can be amended. In fact, it has been amended once in the 42nd Constitutional Amendment Act 19, which is also known as Mini Constitution. It has been amended. There has been some changes which were done in the Constitution through this 42nd Constitutional Amendment Act. Earlier, it was only sovereign's democratic republic, but after 42nd Constitutional Amendment Act, it is socialist and secular as well. The words socialist and secular were added by the 42nd Constitutional Amendment Act. Recently, there has been a discussion to remove the word secular from the Constitution. The fraternity assuring the dignity of the individual and the unity and integrity of the nation. Here, the word integrity has been added through 42nd Constitutional Amendment Act. So, the preamble can be amended, but there is a condition. You cannot amend the entire preamble because there are some parts in preamble which are a part of basic structure which cannot be amended according to the Constitution. Supreme Court in Keshwananda Bharati judgment said that there are some part in the Constitution which are a part of basic structure which cannot be amended. So the objectives in the preamble are a part of basic structure, hence cannot be amended. So this is all about preamble. There have been various questions asked from preamble. We shall do them in the next video. Please like and subscribe.